Hi everyone, welcome to the Kitchen Mobility Series. This is video 1 of 2. The goal of these exercises within this video is to really help you do those tasks around the kitchen, such as putting away the dishes, cleaning up your kitchen after cooking, and maybe even meal preparation. This exercise video will focus on the muscles of the core, as well as our leg muscles and our shoulder muscles, and to a lesser extent, the muscles of our wrists and our arms. The equipment that you'll need for this video includes a chair, a mobility aid, and a hand weight. Let's go ahead and get started with some warm-ups. We're going to do a swimming motion, which is similar to the motion that you do when you're cleaning a counter. So nice, big forward movements, 30 seconds, let's begin. And remember, this is just to get your body warmed up, get the shoulders warmed up, get our heart pumping and the blood pumping a little bit. It's great. All of these exercises in this video series were selected with a lot of focused intention to really make sure we're targeting those muscles and those movements to help improve your ability to do activities in the kitchen. Great job. Now that we're warmed up a little bit, we're going to move to the trunk twist activity. This is a strengthening activity to really start to strengthen and improve the range of motion of your core muscles. So sitting on the edge of your chair, feet firmly placed on the floor, put your hands on your hips. You're just going to twist to the side, imagining you're twisting your midsection like you're wringing out a washcloth. We will alternate sides. Let's go ahead and begin squeezing and twisting to one side, back to the center, and then the other side. Please don't push into any discomfort or pain. It's really thinking about contracting those muscles, pulling that navel to your spine, and using your core muscles to turn your body. You can tell if you're using more the hips if your knees are moving back and forth. Your knees should stay relatively centered during this movement. Great job. Moving on to the next exercise is an overhead shoulder raise. So if you would like, go ahead and grab your free weights, and we're going to work on raising the arms up over the head. This is the movement and the muscles that are required to do something such as putting away your dishes in your cupboard or getting something out of your cupboard in order to do some meal preparation. If you don't want to use a weight, that's fine. Just do the movement to the best of your ability without the weight. Let's do 30 seconds. Here we go. Palms face inward, pushing up towards the ceiling. Great job. Slow and controlled. Don't push into any pain. Perfect. You're over halfway there. Good. A final few seconds, and then we're going to move on to one additional exercise for those wrists and arms. Great. Place one weight to the side. This is an exercise that works on strength and mobility of the forearm muscles. In your seated position, you're going to lean forward just slightly so that your forearm is resting on your thigh. The palm will face somewhat inward, but the weight's going to be positioned vertically. I'm going to have you scooch towards the bottom of that weight so you're holding just one end. You're going to rotate your palm up towards the ceiling and then down towards the floor. Full range of motion, working those muscles of the forearm. Here we go, 30 seconds. And the goal of this exercise is really to address those movements within the kitchen mobility that might include doing those dishes, scrubbing those pots and pans, preparing those meals. So these muscles are very active in those types of activities. And the more you practice, the muscle memory and the repetition should help to improve or optimize those abilities. Functional fitness should always have a functional goal, functional purpose, and a functional carryover. Other side, same movement. Arm resting on your thigh. Palm facing inward. We're going to rotate down first and then up towards the ceiling. Slow and controlled, 30 seconds. Let's begin. Doing great. Hopefully this illuminates all of us to realize that kitchen activities are pretty good exercises. Lots of muscles, lots of different movements are involved. So don't underestimate that. All of those movements you're already doing in the kitchen count, and that's a lot of really good, productive, and healthy exercise for your body. You're doing great. Perfect, rest there. The next exercise is the diagonal trunk twist. And the goal of this exercise is to continue to work those core muscles. Those core muscles are critical for your ability to load and unload the dishwasher, for example. Those contributions are really important to the household and to the overall family dynamic. So you don't need to wait for this one. You can interlock your hands, bring them down to one side of your thighs, and reach up to the opposite side. If you wish to use the weight, hold the weight like this, same movement, diagonal motions. Try to keep your eyes on the weight or on your clasped hands. 30 seconds, here we go. Again, this does replicate the movements of taking something off the counter and putting it in the cupboard, preparing meals, getting things out of the dishwasher. We want these movements to feel natural, and practicing them will give you that opportunity for them to feel more comfortable and safer while you're doing them. Great job. A few more seconds. Perfect. And relax there, and we'll switch to the other side. Weight on the outside, or no weight if you would prefer. 30 seconds, here we go. Same movement, using that core. Watching with your eyes. And making certain that you have good, slow, controlled, and safe movements. You're over halfway there. Now you might not want to get too good at loading and unloading the dishwasher. You might be the only person in your household that is assigned to that task. No, I'm just kidding. We want you to be as good as you can be, and most importantly, safe. Fantastic job. We have one more exercise before we'll take a quick break, and that's a mini squat. The next exercise is a mini squat, and the purpose of this is to work on strengthening those legs for some of the standing tasks and the squatting tasks that are required in the kitchen. So the mobility aid is optional and should be used for safety and balance. Feet shoulder width apart, tiny bend of the knees, pushing up through the glutes and the quads and those heels, slow and controlled up and down. You're going about 1/4 of the way. Knees don't go past those toes. Let's go, 30 seconds, up and down. Equal weight between the right leg and the left leg. Try not to allow those knees to turn inward. Really concentrate on pulling them outward so they're imagining that they're angling directly over your second toe. You only have about 10 seconds left, keeping those legs nice and strong for the kitchen. Great. You have earned yourself a little rest, so go take a break and we'll see you back in a few minutes. Hi and welcome back. I hope you enjoyed your break. You were able to get a quick drink and take a little rest. We're gonna repeat some of the same exercises we did at the initial part of this video. And we'll go ahead and start with some strengthening, these trunk twists, hands on your hips, squeezing that core, really working those oblique muscles. Here we go, squeeze to one side and then back to the center and squeeze to the other. And remember, we don't want this movement happening in the hips. This is a small movement, so you shouldn't see those knees shifting and moving as you move. They should be relatively still, which tells us that this movement and this exertion is happening through the core. Good work, everyone. And rest there. All right, the next exercise is that overhead shoulder press, or the overhead shoulder raise. Weights are optional, or you're welcome to just do the movement without any resistance. Palms face inward, push up over your head, let's go. 30 seconds. And remember, this is gonna help you get things in and out of the cupboard more easily. It's gonna help with your ability to reach for those items that might be around your kitchen. Doing great. You might feel a little more tired. You've already worked these muscles once, so feel free to switch to an alternating and to give your muscles a little bit more of a break. Great job. Perfect, and take a little rest there. We'll transition over to the palms up, palms down exercise to work the wrists and the hand. Set one weight aside, lean forward, grab the end of the weight, start with our palms up. 30 seconds, let's begin. You should feel that effort through the forearm. This is an important exercise. Say, for example, you want to pour something, or you want to turn on and off your water at your sink. These are the types of muscles and the movements that would be involved. You're doing great. A few seconds left and we'll switch over to the other side. It's not uncommon for one side to feel easier than the other, so certainly do what you can and challenge the muscles in the way that you feel is best for your abilities. Let's begin. 30 seconds. Here we go. Perfect. We're gonna have a Can Do MS kitchen challenge. We'll have lots of chefs and fabulous cooks after this series is complete. Great job. And a few seconds left and we'll switch over to some more core exercises. Perfect, and relax. Great job. We're gonna transition over to those diagonal trunk twists. Again, that diagonal movement, both directions. Weights are optional. Let's go ahead and begin. Reaching down to one side, up to the upper corner. You should feel this through your core. You should feel this through your arms. Go through a range of motion that works well for you. This could cause a little bit of dizziness or unsteadiness for those folks who are more susceptible to vertigo. So feel free to either focus on the weight or just focus on a target ahead of you to minimize that effect. Great. Other side, same thing. Here we go. Perfect. You guys are doing a great job. All those muscles are working. The kitchen demands a lot of our bodies, a lot of our stomachs. You're doing great. Only a few more seconds left and we'll transition to that last exercise that works our legs. Great. Take a rest. So we're on the last exercise, and just like many of the activities that you do in the kitchen, they're often the last tasks of the day when your fatigue is really high, your energy levels are low, and it becomes very difficult to do some of these activities. Hopefully with time, with repetition, and with practice of these functional exercises, you will be able to improve your ability and optimize your ability to do these tasks. So last exercise, you guys, let's finish strong. Mini squats. Use that mobility aid, bending at the knees, feet shoulder width apart, push down, 30 seconds, here we go. Pressure through the heels of your feet, knees directly over that second toe, really sticking that backside out so you're getting good contraction of the quadriceps muscles and those glutes. Great job. Few more repetitions, final seconds. Perfect. Congratulations, you guys, you are just about finished. Wonderful. You have just completed the first video in the Kitchen Mobility series. Congratulations and good luck. We'll see you soon. Thanks for moving with me today. If you like this video, be sure to hit the subscribe button below, and we'll see you next time.